Welcome back to the Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles channel. Here in front of you, I have $60 worth of dimes. I don't typically hunt dimes. I don't come across them that often. I don't really ask for them that often, but I stopped off at a couple of banks this morning. I did get some more wheat rolls, and then hit another bank, got some customer wrapped pennies, and they also had some customer wrapped nickels and dimes. So that's what I picked up. So I'm going to try to go through these mainly for silver, but I will look for errors and varieties as well. Considering that the penny will be gone at some point, I'm going to need to freshen up on other denominations. So let's get into it. I'll be right back. All right, roll one gives us a 1983 Philly. So 83, as you may or may not know, did not have any mint sets, so it's very difficult to find any 83 denomination in a higher quality strike. So this one's pretty nice. We will hold it aside. 82 is the same. So no mint sets for 82 or 83. Let's get into roll two. We'll be right back. Roll two for the dimes. We have a 1970 with a proof reverse. I believe that's FS 901. And then we have a 1984 Philly in decent condition. Toner as well. So I just held that one aside. Initially I thought it was a 64 silver, but no such luck. So we do have a FS variety, albeit very common. Let's get into roll three and see what else we can find. All right, so I just poured out the fourth roll. In roll three, we have my first hunted 2025. Like I said, I don't normally hunt nickels, dimes. So that's my first coin roll hunted 2025. But I brought you into roll number 4 because we had some scumbaggery. But on a positive note, it's some fun scumbaggery. So here I have a magnet. Check that out. We've got a Steely. We have a 1943 wheat cent Steely. So that's pretty sweet. Let me keep the hunt going. I will check for varieties on this. If I come across something, I'll bring you in for it. But a scumbaggery positive, I guess. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep it going. All right, the dimes have been hunted. It came out of it with 4 2025 dimes. We had that cool toned 84 Philly. I did get 2 1983s. We have our 1943 steel cent. I did not see any varieties on it. And we have our 1970 FS 901. So let me put this under the scope so you can take a look and see what it looks like. So the 901 actually has extra detail in the flame of the torch. So you have an extra detailed line here, and a little bit in here. That is the telltale of the proof reverse. So we did get one of those, but nothing great for the dimes. So I do have $28 in nickels that I'm going to add to this hunt. So let me put the dimes aside, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have 14 rolls of nickels. The 10 on the left are from one bank, and the 4 on the right, the striped ones, those are from a different bank. But we're going to hunt them all together, see if we can't come up with something cool to add to this dime hunt. Let's get into it. I'll be right back. All right, so those first 4 rolls of nickels from my first pickup didn't have any oldies. We did get a 2016 Aruba. I do have some of the new ones, so I'm going to go through those, see if there's any varieties on those for the first 4 rolls. If I do, I'll be right back. All right, so in that solo cup for the first 4 rolls, we just had a couple of Beehive die chips. So I have one right there on the side of the Monticello, and a second on the side of the Monticello. I will be holding those to a side for Southern Coin Hunter. Let me get into the next 10 rolls. I'll bring you in if I come across something else. The first 3 rolls out of that second group of nickels gave me a 1939 filly, no doubling and no henning. A 1948, I believe these were fillies, unless that was, yeah, filly. And a 57 Denver. And then we also have a 1941 out of San Francisco. Let me hunt a little bit more, see what else we can find. Not much else in the second group of nickels there. We have a 53 filly, not a henning nickel, and a 59 Denver. So let's get into the solo cup. See if there's anything in here. Be right back. Solo cup has been hunted. Nothing crazy. This one here is a 2023 filly, and we do have doubling up inside the curved window right here, a little bit underneath. We also have doubling up in the pillars right here, here in the door window right there, I think. And this right up in here. I want to say this is number 42, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look it up and I will place some info on it right in this area if I can figure out which one it is. We have a 2019 filly with extra thickness in the window framing in here. You can see the dip right down in this area. Extra thickness in the framing here. I'm not sure if this one's listed. I'm not sure if I've seen this on the 2019 for Wexler's. I will take a look for it. I was trying to see if there was like any doubling in this area that would set it off for me, but I don't see anything. And I also don't see anything in United or Monticello. I do see the die chip in the F. So that's a possible die marker for me. But I don't see much else on that one. But I will try to figure that one out and put some info right in that area as well. And then this next one here is a 2016. And we do have a Beehive die chip hanging over the edge right here. Kind of looks like a lobster claw. But right in that area. And again, that one will be saved for Southern Coin Hunter. Okay, so that's what we have in the solo cup. I will be right back. All right, to end this hunt off, I want to say it's probably around 3 rolls. Maybe a little bit more than 3 rolls, but a couple of these rolls are light. They were kind of faux stuffed. There's like a penny on the side on one of these. It's probably like 3.5. We'll call it 3.5 rolls. Let me poke through these, see if I can't find something. And if I do, I'll be right back. I'll be back anyway. All right, so what we may have lost in quantity, we made up for in jackpot scumbaggery. So I have 1 dime and 2 dimes. So we might have been okay on this penny hunt. Let's keep it going, see what else we can find. So those pennies gave up a couple of finds. We have a 1973 Canadian and a 2006 Canadian. We did get a couple of dimes. I have a 2020 Denver and a 2023 Philly and 2 wheat cents, a 1948 and a 1956 Denver. And that does it for our hunt. Let me get the better finds, and I'll be right back. All right, in my opinion, these are the better finds for our multi-denominational hunt. We did come out of it with a couple of 83 dimes, a cool toned 84 dime. We did get a 1943 steel cent out of the dimes, in an FS 901 1970 proof reverse. We had 2 double die reverses for our nickels. We have our 2019 and our 2023, both Philadelphias. And then we have our wheat cents, a 1948 Wheatie and a 56 Denver. So not bad. Quick little hunt. Long on your end. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support. And as always, I hope to see you on the next one.